history of gold can be very soft, but most gold is hard. The gold rush is the most famous gold rush in the United States. The gold rush happened in 1849. Thousands of men and women made a long, expensive, and tiring trip. Most people traveled across the United States in covered wagons or horseback. The journey was very difficult. Many people and animals got sick and died. Gold can be found anywhere in the world, in many different countries, nations, and geographical situations. And that's about it.
Okay, very good. Give a round of applause for Amy and Josh. Okay, so excellent history. This is a very good poster. I like it. It has lots of visuals about gold. Okay, now interesting points. Okay, is gold hard or is it soft? It can be either, but usually it's hard. Very good. So also, interesting point I found very fascinating is, listen up. Very interesting point is that gold is actually edible. So with gold being edible, where did you guys find that fact from?
I don't know, someone said.
It's very interesting. And is gold, if someone eats gold, is it harmful to them?
No. Well, I don't know if you eat a lot.
Probably would be. Basically be, yeah, exactly. Okay, so very good points. Anyone have any questions?
Roger.
Good? Alright. Okay, next. Okay, next we have Christian and Brianna. So you guys go ahead and come to the front. And wait, who was it? Alicia and Brianna. Okay, why did it was Christian? Give me a round of applause for Alicia. Okay, eyes to the front. Write down 5 good points.
Lead is a main group element in the carbon group with, it's the main group element in the carbon group. It is soft, bendy, and poor metal. It is also counted as one of the heavy metals. They don't actually use lead in pencils, like actual real lead in pencils anymore, because it's dangerous. Lead is used in building construction, lead acid batteries, bullets, and shots.
Okay, that was a very interesting point how you guys said that real lead is not used in pencils these days. So that means that those of you guys that have been chewing on your pencils, they always told you guys to stop chewing on your pencils because lead's poisonous. Well, you guys don't have real lead, so you guys can actually chew on your pencils.
I forgot what they call it. It's like with a G, what they use it.
Graphite.
Yeah, graphite. Lead has a light green streak. Lead is heavy, 60% as heavy as the same size piece of gold, and 11 times heavier than the same size volume of water. Yeah, this lead makes this poster kind of.
So this over here is real lead. Over here, this is real lead. So if you guys take a look here, what color did they say lead is originally? So what color? It's not, it's a shiny silver. So this is actual real lead. If you guys can actually feel that over here, it's actually kind of heavier. So I mean, or you can kind of just, it's very smooth. Is lead, now, so lead itself is poisonous, but you said that graphite, basically that we use in pencils now, that's not poisonous at all. Do you know when they started using graphite instead of lead?
I know it was, I don't know exactly when, but but it says that graphite is mixed with clay.
Cool, so graphite mixed with clay. Okay, so very good. And did you guys use real lead to actually illustrate this?
No, I used
silver markers. Cool. And over here you guys have a Led Zeppelin blimp, so very cool. Everyone got 5 good facts?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Give a round of applause for Brianna and Alicia. Very good. Okay, very nice. So, very good. So over here, you guys probably can't see that in the back, but they had a Led Zeppelin blimp. If anyone listens to that band, it's a rock band. So very creative. So very cool. Okay, next up we have Colvin Wilbon. So give a round of applause for Colvin Wilbon. This one's actually one of my favorite ones.
And Jordan.
And Jordan. It's Jordan and Colvin. It's actually one of my favorite ones. And I want you guys to talk about. Okay, so
What is this one?
this is very cool.
Our elemental is kryptonite. Well, krypton, it's not kryptonite, thing. Its atomic number is 36, mass 83, it's a normal gas. Under normal conditions, krypton is a gas. It has no color, it has no taste, it has no odor, and it can exist in unstable radioactive isotopes, which is created when a nuclear reaction occurs. So basically, it's like used in bombs and stuff like that.
So very interesting about kryptonite because since it has no taste, since it has no color, and it has no odor, since it's used in atomic bombs, it makes it pretty dangerous because you can't tell. Basically, there's no way of telling that kryptonite's in the air. Since it's a noble gas, and since it's a gas and it has no color, taste, or smell, you have no idea that it's in the atmosphere. So that can be very dangerous if an atomic bomb were to explode. Very good points.
Humans use it with argon and fluorescent lights to improve brightness, and incandescent lights to extend their extend their lifetime. And they can be found in volcanoes, hot springs, in the atmosphere.
Okay, very, very good. Very important. So this over here, what is this over here? Let's talk
This?
about, yeah.
This is supposed to be like kryptonite.
Mhm.
That guy, he's sick from it.
Any sick from it? I like that. So that's like a Superman guy. So
Yeah.
it looks kind of like Bizarro. You see Bizarro?
Yeah.
That's Superman. So very, very cool. So very good. Give a round of applause for Colvin and Jordan.
Amy.
You guys got all the points. Okay, so any questions? Everyone good? Okay. Okay, next we have.
It's a metal.
Let's go with Scott. Okay, Scott and Michael. Give a round of applause for Scott and Michael. Okay, this one's simple, but it says a lot. So you guys go ahead and. Okay, so this one is simple, but it says a lot. So 5 good facts. They have
Magnesium.
magnesium.
Alright, magnesium was discovered by Sir Humphrey. Is that right? Yeah.
By who?
Sir Humphrey Davy in 1755 in England. Originally named from Greek word magnesia. Foods is tuna, eggs, banana, oats, brown, raw, rice, brown, prune juice, milk, yogurt, nuts.
Okay, so you guys have always heard about magnesium being a good source of, basically it's one of your good vitamins you guys gotta take. So basically they actually outline a couple of good fruits and sources of magnesium.
Earth metal too. Like the earth, then you got the metal.
So very good point. So you guys know that everything in group 2 is known as an alkaline earth metal. Magnesium happens to be group 2, so it's an alkaline earth metal, which actually illustrated there. Pretty interesting.
And magnesium support bones, the growth of cholesterol, relaxes muscles, for protein synthesis. Sorted flows could attain after vitamin C.
Okay, any questions about magnesium? Everyone good? If you guys take a look here, I got it. I'm already on that. So basically it's very cool. So give a round of applause for Michael and Brenda. Okay, so very cool over here. You guys see that they drew a little earth over here, illustrating how earth has metal inside of it. Therefore it's alkaline earth. Okay, next, one of my favorites. Okay, I want you guys to go ahead and give a round of applause for Miles and Mills. Give a round of applause for Miles and
You don't even know running for my rap. like weird place.
Hey, you know the glass
In the raising this.
Okay, so we got helium, fog, and facts. Pay attention.
Wow.
What is it?
Helium.
Helium.
Fog and facts.
Stop, Mike.
Helium it's in balloons, gas tanks, and airships. It's non-toxic. Discovered by 2 Swedish chemists by names of...
Your name's like the Swedish one, I can't.
What the?
Swedish guys.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Just 2 Swedish guys.
Yeah, it's Swedish.
Okay, so helium was actually found by 2 Swedish guys. Very interesting point.
Two Swedish
It's the
girls.
second lightest element in the observable universe. Helium is used in... How do you say it?
I don't know, just say it's like used for MRIs and stuff.
MRIs. So MRIs, those of you guys trying to get into the medical field, what does MRI stand for?
It's a scan of your body.
Very good. Magnetic, close, resonance imaging. So MRI is what, what would call you Tubby?
Touchdown.
Oh, this is, anyway, so basically, exactly, the touchdown, exactly. So that's basically what it does a MRI of your entire body, which means that if you have cancer or any type of problem, it does a scan of your body. Good points. Okay, so be quiet. Continue.
It's found in natural gas deposits in the atmosphere. Oh, it's colorless and it's floating like this.
Okay, very good. Excellent work. Give an applause for Mills and Simon. Okay, it's very colorful. As you guys know, balloons are known for being at parties. This poster feels like a party. Right here. Just looking at it, I feel like I'm at a party.
Yeah, good
Mr.
job.
Vaza,
So,
you know how like they say that we're squeaky?
yeah.
How do you use it though?
Basically what it does is, since helium is actually lighter than air, whatever you put it in there is going to basically cause your vocal cords to kind of speak at the air is lighter, which is why it changes your voice to a higher pitched sound.
I saw
So if you basically take a gas that's heavier, and you ingest that, and you start talking with the heavier gas, it's going to bring the sound of your voice lower.
Yeah.
So that's how that works.
Oh, and that thing right there, that's a helium ring.
Okay, so very interesting. So over here's the helium ray 2. Very nice. Very colorful. Very exciting. Like it. Good. Okay, next. Okay, next we have Dejan. You round applause for Okay, so 5 good facts.
Polonium metalloid found in the periodic table. It's in nuclear chemicals. If you eat seafood, you're eating polonium. If you smoke, smoking polonium.
So those of you guys that smoke, those of you guys that eat seafood, start taking it, to be honest with yourself. If you smoke or eat fish or seafood, you are ingesting polonium. Polonium. So very interesting. It's a very good point.
Polonium has more isotopes than any other element, all of which are radioactive.
Okay, so we haven't talked about isotopes yet. Keep in mind, isotopes, remember, basically you guys have mastered everything with metals and non-metals. With transition metals, we haven't gone over those yet because they have isotopes. And that's what polonium has. It actually has the most isotopes. Very good point.
As early as 1920s, a chemist by the name of Mary Curie found polonium, showed that the element has a very unique style, pattern of uptake in rabbit tissues, which was found in rabbits. Polonium is indeed an element naturally present in all humans. To natural background, those with wide geographical and cultural variations, and high levels in Arctic residence.
Okay, so that's very interesting. So, for example, in very cold weather, that's where, or in very cold areas, that's where polonium is most likely to be found.
The color of polonium is silver. Basically silver. Polonium is very radioactive, which emits alpha radiation estimated to cause 1,700 lung cancer deaths
Yeah.
annually worldwide each year.
You just saw that, right?
Cool. Okay, very good. So very interesting. Okay, so very, very interesting. Polonium. So that means that if you guys smoke cigarettes, you eat fish, your breath smells really bad. Also, you're eating polonium. So basically, if you get polonium in the body, your occurs naturally. Very cool.
You still don't even
Is somebody there?
Okay, next up comes from one of my favorite artists in school, Cat, and then Huey.
There's two persons named Cat,
Yeah, you're trying to
This Cat.
Oh, yeah.
but technically, don't stop looking.
Okay, snub, lights the front.
You want that
Our
round?
element was 10. Atomic number was 50. Atomic mass was 118.71. Historical background said on the internet said the only thing known about tin was discovered before ancient times. So it said its melting point is 231.9 Celsius. Boiling point is 2,270 degrees Celsius. Its classification is just a metal, and its density is 7.1 grams per cube centimeters. Its toxicity, which means it's poison, it says most compounds of tins are toxic. Tin compounds are most hazardous when they get into the air. When they are inhaled, can cause problems such as nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, and cramp. An interesting fact, or two interesting facts, is until World War II, toys were made out of tin-plated metal. And another one is two things a lot of people don't know about tin is that tin foil and tin cans aren't made out of tin. Tin foil is made out of aluminum, and tin cans are made out of steel.
Okay, so that's very interesting because whenever you guys basically use tin foil, it's actually aluminum because tin is very poisonous. You guys heard a very important fact that you said. Basically, before World War II, toys were you guys didn't have video games or Game Boys or just all that stuff, whatever. You guys basically had just these metal toys that were actually made of tin. Have you guys heard of any toy recalls recently that involved tin? You guys heard of any? That involved tin? Usually, where do they come from? It's the Japanese people and the Chinese people that usually meant to say Japanese, Chinese people that come up with the poisonous. So it's poisonous. Okay, so I like what they did here. Is this actual tin? I need to ask you guys this. Is this actual tin? This is foil, which is made of aluminum. Perfect example. Perfect example of aluminum substituting tin. Like you guys, Tin Man. Very good. Give her an applause for Kat and very, very good. Okay, next up. This one is actually very interesting. I like the way that they actually come up with some of these facts. Okay, this is Raven and Ashley. Go ahead and come to the front. Raven and Ashley. Raven and Ashley. Okay, so this is actually very interesting. Okay, even though this is a common element, you guys have some very interesting facts on it. Okay, that's the front. Michael. Don't pay attention. Guys in the back. Colton.
Nitrogen makes up 78% of the air. It's extremely important in living things. It forms the building blocks of proteins that make up our skin and hair and helps digest foods. It provides nutrients, but due to the amount of nitrogen in the air, everything has more mass. It can seriously harm us if too much or too little pressure in the air can seriously harm us, and nitrogen helps with that. And it's odorless, tasteless, and colorless. It's a non-metal. Your body is made up of 3% nitrogen, and it causes auroras in the sky. It has 5 valence electrons.
Very interesting. So what exactly is Aurora, how you say that? Auroras. What is that?
It's like the color of light.
So is that the Northern Lights? Okay, so those of you guys that know the Northern Lights, where do those colors come from? It's all nitrogen. It's a mixture of gases, particularly nitrogen. Pretty interesting stuff with the wind. Very good. Also, interesting point about nitrogen. You guys said that our bodies are 3% nitrogen. So if our bodies are 3% nitrogen, most of that means that we have, is it our tissue that's, where does the nitrogen come from? Is it, you breathe it in? Very good. So, very important. You guys have nitrogen that's in your blood. Have you guys heard of nitrogen waste? No. Nitrogen waste that deals with biology, your body, have you heard that? Well, that's kind of where that comes in. So, give a round of applause for Ashley and Reagan. Okay, very good. I like this. One thing that you guys can't see over here is actually a very nice little face in the back here. I like that too. Oh, nice little face over here. Very good.
No, you disgust.
Okay, next up is Amanda Nunez. Give a round of applause for Amanda. Okay, this is Amanda's.
My element is potassium. The atomic number is 19. Atomic mass number is 40. Two cool facts about potassium is it makes up 1.5% of Earth's crust. It plays a vital role in controlling movement inside cells and is essential working fluids inside the nervous heart. In different kinds of medications, it helps your blood pressure stay normal, and different parts of your body, it helps you, it helps your body. It's in different types of food, like fruits and bananas, and it takes oxygen to the brain.
Okay, so very important. Did you guys hear that fact? Potassium actually helps with the delivery of oxygen to your brain. To your brain, not grain. So basically, if you're taking in enough potassium, your brain's functioning at a normal level. If you start having potassium deficiency, basically, you guys have probably heard symptoms are someone that's irritable, or they start to kind of just basically start to get a little bit tired, more lethargic. That comes from a potassium deficiency. Very good point.
It's founded by Sir Humphrey Davy, and it's mostly found in seawater because they couldn't find out the difference between potassium and sodium.
Okay, so very good. Give a round of applause for. Okay, this poster is very good. The monkey over here, very cool. The K with the the jungle theme over here, and of course here is a picture of Sir Humphrey Davy in color. Also in fireworks. Cool. And there's a firework. This is very, very good. Good stuff. Okay. Next up, we have Juanisha and we have Amy. You round off with Juanisha. Amy. I haven't even seen this one yet, but I want to be surprised.
Some of them try to recruit to the group. Some of the people try to recruit. Matthew Baby.
Magnesium was discovered by Sir Humphrey Davy in 1808 in England. The organ of
I saw
magnesium.
things like me.
Didn't we already do magnesium?
Yeah.
Oh, so we don't have to do it again?
Write down 2 more things.
This element can be extracted from oranges, seawater, cocoa, whatever it's called. Cocoa tea, spinach, nuts, wheat bran, and spices. Magnesium is the 8th most abundant element found in the Earth's crust. Corn water and ignited magnesium will increase the fire and cause an explosion. Its boiling point of 1,107 degrees Celsius has a melting point of 648.8 degrees Celsius.
Okay, very good. You're around I gotta ask you guys, who did the letters here?
I did.
The letters like the letters too. Very creative. Very cool. Next one.
What's another fact?
Another fact is, for example, you just talking about how it's.
It was 648.8.
That's a melting point. I know, what's up with melting point?
You can just say that. I think a new fact is 50% of it is found in your bones. I don't think you guys have that one down. 50% of it is found in your bones. It's a good one. Another one they wrote that was good is it can actually be used for basically used to sedate patients, which means to put them to sleep. So you can put patients to sleep. Not anesthesia, not used for anesthesia, but to put people to sleep. Kind of two different things. Where anesthesia is for pain, they kind of work in the same way. Okay, next up is actually, this one's one of my favorites just because I like the colors over here. This is Jeremy and Paris. Give a round of applause for Jeremy. Let's go, Jeremy and Paris! Okay, let's go fast. Listen very carefully.
Element with xenon. Classification is a noble gas.
It was discovered in the late 1800s in England, and it's odorless and heavy, and it occurs naturally in the Earth's atmosphere.
Interesting fact is the name originates from the Greek word that means stranger.
Okay, so that's very interesting. Xenon comes from the Greek word that means stranger. I think it's xenos. Is it xenos?
Yeah.
And it's stored in gas tanks or vials and somewhere.
So xenon is actually stored in gas lamps and vials. Also, you guys mentioned that I thought was pretty interesting is that xenon is found in nature, but how much xenon is there in nature? You guys said that is there a lot or is there not that much? I know you guys mentioned something about that.
I don't think he did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, xenon is found about 1 part in 20 million. So very good fact. Also, it was founded in England. So it was discovered in the late 1800s in England. So very good. Give a round of applause for Paris and Jeremy. Very good. Like it. Great posters.
I need 2 more facts.
Where's the store? It's stored in vials. Vials. Found in England. Found in the 1800s.
Where's the foundation?
Found in a ratio from 1 to 20 million. So a ratio of 1 to 20 million. Cause dizziness, vomiting. Okay, next up. Actually, you want to help you out with that one? You want to help you out with that one? Okay, so you're going to applause for kids. Okay, this one's actually. They did it wrong.
I just opened it in my mouth. Oh, wait. Okay, but
You know what? Okay, so while that's the front. Okay, we're talking. Pay attention. 5 good facts from Kim. This is carbon. This one is carbon.
Okay, this is carbon, like you said. Okay, carbon is found in coal. It mixes up with coal, and with coal, it can actually be turned into diamonds. So it can make diamonds too. It is found in living things. It's a gas from chemistry. Of course, you know that. Its atomic number is 6, and its atomic mass is 12.01, which translates to 12. And it's found in organisms, and in the atmosphere, it mixes with 2 oxygen atoms to form carbon dioxide, which is a gas that is causing global warming.
Okay, it's a very important fact. I like that fact there. That carbon has been attributed to causing global warming. Oh, really?
And just lower the carbon dioxide down. You really need to get hybrid cars to lower your gas usage because carbon dioxide is carbon is also found in other natural resources that are unreusable. And like I said, if you grow your produce,
It's a very good point.
yeah, so because once you burn those those unreusable resources, you're putting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, thus causing more and more global warming, which will eventually multipolar ice caps completely, and then most about
Did you not write any of this down? How do you remember it all?
Which will cause the sea level to increase 2 feet. That's covering all the beaches, well, most of them probably. And that's where we all done.
Okay.
Global warming. Ozone layers going bye-bye, which equals a lot more heat coming in, mainly around the polar area. How are those up in the
Do you know Rodrigo?
What you said in short. The soccer face.
Okay, so why don't you guys go ahead and... Okay. We actually
I haven't done this in a while.
Okay, so... Okay, so why don't you guys go ahead and pass y'all's papers to the front. Pass y'all's papers to the front.
We ended up all like snuggled up on a couch.
Pass y'all's papers to the front. Okay, those of you guys that... I'm gonna have, see Gabby, can you grab those papers to the front? Have Gabby go ahead and grab those papers in the front.